So I don't think there's much chance of us moving.
Look, I know what I said. I said I wouldn't be moving. But look around. It's in-game. I've done it. And it's here. This is only temporary. This isn't my poster, although I guess I'm going to have to own it for the next few videos because that's what's going to be there. So leave your best Minion memes, Facebook Minion memes, in the comments below. You may be asking why we moved from Lazio. Well,
I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
so, yes, we're here. Germany! Wow! Gosh! It's exciting times. I won't lie to you. It's actually very exciting. You saw it in the intro there. Budget was £250 million. So, mental, right? Absolutely batshit insane. I should explain exactly why I'm here and not in the usual setting. There's actually more stuff in the background. In fact, this is the yellow wall. So, say what you will about the Minions, but big Dortmund fans, them. This isn't my room. Well, videos for the next month and a bit will be here, and then I'll be somewhere else. It's an in-between place. It's at one of my parents' homes, because of a gap in between the end of a tenancy and the start of a new one. I'm here, in a child's bedroom. It's quite literally. I mean, there's this is a traffic light. This is, I don't know what it is. There's Thomas the Tank Engine curtains. It's great. I'm sat on a bed because my chair didn't make it in the car when we moved, so we've got to do that again, which is great. Being on a bed though, I can do this.
So this is good. If I get really annoyed at anything, I can just sort of slump back here. And
No, I won't. I'll try. And actually, it's not good for the posture. Right, to the Football Manager. Borussia Dortmund. The yellow wall. Borussia Dortmund. Yeah. So, how it happened. Their manager was Lucien Favre. And still in this game. He retired from football. Out of the blue. A very end of June. Retired from football. And I thought, I may as well stick in an application, because £20 million transfer budget for Lazio, it was going to be very difficult to do much more than we already did in that previous season. And they wanted me, and they had this budget, and I said, yes, 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 please. Yes, please, yes, 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 please. I said it a number of times, and that's why we're here. Borussia Dortmund. We're in the Champions League, so Europa League, still not really. We're not really doing very well at that. But we'll see how it goes. I think this squad should be doing much better than what they actually are. I'll show you what I mean in terms of the league. So if we go all the way back to the first season of the game, the 2021 season, they missed out in second place by 3 points to who else but Bayern. Then the season after that, the 21-22 season, they actually lifted the league with 71 points. Sometimes it's enough. 2 points ahead of Bayern. This right here, 71 points. That's their only league title in this since the game started. This save particularly. 22-23 surprise Mönchengladbach came out of nowhere. Again, 71 points. Won them the league. 1 point ahead of Bayern this time. Dortmund down in third that season, 64 points. Could not hold on to their title. So, whoopsie. You notice familiar name starts to pop up now, where Bayern Munich seem to pop up in first. And Hertha Berlin starting to like they do in every release save, just splash the cash and really go for it. In fact, Hertha Berlin spent £100 million on Jude Bellingham in one of the seasons, so he's not here to let you know. We'll go through Meet the Team later. 24-25. Borussia Dortmund finished on 80 points and got second, so ridiculous season, that one. Quite frankly, I think they deserve better, although Bayern got 86 points, so they probably deserved it more. Next season, or the most recent season, I should say, Borussia Dortmund third on 64 points. So they've been in the Champions League places every year. Only one title to show for it, though. Bayern and Hertha there last season. Look like they're going to be our main competitors, although Bayern Leverkusen, or Bayern Leverkusen, as they're actually referred to, because they very nearly win everything, but then always come second. At the last second as well. They looked like they're sort of level last season, and here we are in this season. This is the sort of thing the sort of teams we've got to compete with. It's a very standard looking sort of Bundesliga. I can't really see any sides in there that wouldn't usually be in there. Maybe there's a couple that you'd expect to be bouncing backwards and forwards. You can see we are actually at our first game of the season, and Bayern and Wolfsburg already played and drew 1-1. 0-0, sorry. 0-0. They didn't score. Neither team scored. So that was great. Before we go through the Meet the Team, we should probably do transfers. Considering I had £250 million to play with, let's have a look. Who did we sell? Zinchenko! He was here. He's not anymore, because I decided versatility, out of here. None of that, thank you. So we sold him to Hertha Berlin, one of our rivals, for £25 million. He's been around. He's had Man City, Juventus, Dortmund, Hertha. Also, by the way, in case you're wondering, while I'm looking over here, this is the screen that the game is on now, and you're over here. Minions on the wall, it doesn't make sense, right? We've got that now. Zinchenko's gone, okay? Yeah, I just didn't really see a place for him in my side, and he was a regular starter, according to the thing. He was also a team leader, so it went a lot better than it should have done, but yeah, sorry, Alexander. Now let's get on to the next one. We've got quite a few to get through. In terms of players in terms of players out, there's only one more. Ruben Loftus-Cheek! The cheek of them to bring in another Englishman who's not quite as good as Jude Bellingham. We all like Ruben Loftus-Cheek, don't get me wrong, I do, but again, no place in my side for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. So, out the door, Villarreal, having a lovely old time, £12.5 million. 23 million they paid for him. He was on loan at Everton last year. Tells you everything you need to know, right? Now, let's go to the ins. There are some big ins, okay? There is a striker that I love and have never had the opportunity to manage on Football Manager, so I'm very excited, even at the age he is. There is another player who can play striker or attacking midfield or centre midfield, who I think is going to be one of the best players in the league. That's right. And there's lots of youth, and no fullbacks. We'll get to the system later. Let's look at the ins from least exciting to the most exciting. Alright? Let's start with some centre-backs. And this one in particular, 18-year-old Mexican Miguel Angel Michel. Lovely name. Great stats. Potential is not quite as high as we thought it might be, but he's still pretty good. He's going to be a good rotation option this season straight away. Physically, I think he's absolutely insane, and I don't think he's that bad mentally. He's got areas to improve, but he's 18. He'll do that. He will, honestly. Please do that, Miguel Angel Michel. Ma'am. Maybe we call him Ma'am. Anyway, we paid £10 million for him. It was his release clause. He's here now. Let's move on to another centre-back. Yes, indeed. Here comes the boom. It's Herbe Boom. Yes, if he does score, on camera, we will play Here Comes the Boom every time. So hopefully he gets a few. He's a centre-back. He's very good. I've been looking at him for about 2 or 3 seasons, probably since Lyon or Paris Saint-Germain when he came through. He's now 19, and I couldn't take it anymore. I needed him. The Cameroonian wonder kid is here at Dortmund, where he will probably be in and out the first team straight away. And I say probably because, I mean, definitely, he is. He is in and out the first team straight away. So, here comes the boom. The boom costs £50 million. Here comes the boom! Next. Now, you know me. You know I love a ball winner. You know I love a big old bastard. This guy is not quite as big as, I've forgotten his name. Oh yes, Mario Corona. He's not quite as big as Mario Corona. We looked at Mario Corona. He's at Paris Saint-Germain. I did that to myself a few years ago, where I made his price big now. Whoops, my bad. This guy is the next best thing. Souza. Souza is a good ball-winning midfielder, and he's got 16 technique as well, so he's a technically proficient ball-winning midfielder. He's also got 12 long shots, so maybe he'll bang in 1 or 2 of those every now and again, maybe. Ha ha ha. He's also very balanced. He's naturally fit, so he can play a lot of games. He is our starting ball-winning midfielder. Wow. Yes, wow. How much do we pay for him? It was £40 million from Benfica. We've given Benfica and Porto, we have pumped coffers into the Portuguese league, but only into the 2 sides that were already dominating. So, take that information and do what you will with it. Let's go further up the field. Further up the field and a bit to the left, it's Lucas Adler! Yay! He's German, and that helps our quota of Germans. We bought him off Wolfsburg, who you saw earlier, 0-0 draw, so clearly missing him already. But he's a natural winger. He's a wonder kid. He's a bit like the left-sided Pau Saus from last year, although he's not quite as good, because Pau Saus plays for Barcelona. And, well, yeah. Enough about that. Lucas Adler is very good. He's 20 years old. He's German. He's a winger. He can play naturally here and naturally here. He'll play here. We'll get, again, system. You build it in your head. See if you can guess the system from the players that I've showed you so far. It's different, alright? I'm trying to play a different system everywhere I go. Because I don't just want to play a 4-2-3-1 gegenpress. Oh, we're winning the league. Although I did play a 4-2-3-1 at PSG and won the list. So, we paid £22.5 million for this guy after Wolfsburg paid 8.25 last season. He played first team football for Bundesliga in the Bundesliga, 9 goals, 5 assists in 29 games. So I thought he was already ready to raid, ready. Make the step, make the step up to the streets. He's very good. He's a rotation option for our other left winger, who again we'll get to now. Let's go. There's 3 players left that we brought in. 1 striker. Then the 2 players that I mentioned earlier that I'm very excited about. Let's go to the first one, who is less exciting and more of a rotation option. Juddy Longello is that man. He's a wonder kid as well. Wow! Wonder kids. You love them. I love them. They're very good things to have around. He's pretty tall, and he's very good at heading. He's not very good at jumping, which doesn't make sense. But he's got the potential. He's now valued at £42 million. He's going to be sort of rotation option up front for us, along with a lot of options up front. We bought him in for 58 million. Oh, may have overspent on him, but he scored 7 goals in the Eredivisie, so clearly he's ready for the big time. Rotation. Cup games. Juddy's ready for it. It might be Judy. Who knows? Maybe we need to get Punch. That was poor. Let's move on to the striker that I brought in, who I am so excited about. Ladies and gentlemen, we've already played the DFB Pokal, the German Cup, the first round game. It was against a semi-professional side, and the striker I'm about to show you played in that match. We've got some footage of it here.
Stop! He's already dead.
I gotta kill him.
Da-da-da-da. Rom Lukaku. Da-da-da-da. Rom Lukaku. Okay, stop. Romelu Lukaku. Oh, I'm so excited. It's Romelu Lukaku. He is outstanding, and he's still got it. He's 33, but his physicals... He's still got a 20 in his physicals at 33 years old. And I love it. Wow. Oh, shit, yes. I'm excited. Well, if you're wondering why they are already dead, it's because I took my first team to the DFB Pokal match. Romelu Lukaku scored 7 goals on his own. We beat them 11-0. Romelu Lukaku scored 7 goals. They're semi-professional, yes, but he scored 7 goals. He doesn't give a shit. He will fuck you up. He will fuck you up. And also, we paid £34.5 million because he only had 1 year left on his deal at Inter, so they transfer listed him, and I said, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So we're expecting big things from Big Rom. Oh yes, he gets the crowd going. I do, yes. Get me going, Rom. That's enough. That's enough. He's very good, right? So what could be better than that? What could be better than that? Well, there is one man who is outrageously good and is also 13 years younger. Let's go to the big signing. Da-da-da-da. Jose Antonio. Da-da-da-da. Jose Antonio. Da-da-da-da. I'm actually completely wrong. He's 12 years younger, and his birthday's in 3 days. So 4 days. Sorry. So happy birthday to Jose Antonio. He's fucking brilliant. I mean, yes. As soon as I saw him, as soon as I saw his face, I was a believer. I mean, that face isn't awe-inspiring, but it does things, alright? It does things for people like me. We got him from Sevilla. How much, you ask? That's not important, as I've clicked the wrong thing. It's important. It's £120 million plus a player in exchange who is on loan there for the year. The player in exchange is somebody the previous manager brought in on a free and is bad. So I used him as a make-weight in this deal, as well as £120 million. Look, I got the money, so I spent it. This is more money than PSG gave, right? And you could see why I've spent it. This guy's outstanding as a pressing forward, or as any of these 3 options behind the striker, which is where he'll mainly be starting, behind Big Rom, Jose Antonio together in the same team. He's so agile, so strong, so staminic. That's not a word. He works hard as well, and his finishing's amazing. Also, in case you're wondering, were you wondering this? Were you wondering if he could play as a ball-winning midfielder naturally? Yeah, well, yes he can. Yes he can. He can play as a striker and a ball-winning midfielder. What do you fancy? You weren't wondering that. Okay, well, he can, so that's good. You may have seen in the last video, which was the World Cup video. Did you like it? Did you leave a like on it? Why not? Okay, you did, thanks. He actually featured in that video in some of the goals. You may have seen him there and not taken any notice because you're like, who's this guy? He's this guy. He is this guy. He's this guy. Which leads us to... Oh, jeez, let's have a look. So there's all the transfers. This is the guy the previous manager brought in on a free and is part of the deal. I mean, he's fine. I also feel bad because he was at Paris Saint-Germain. He went there on a free. I loaned him out previously when I was at Paris Saint-Germain. I forgot. So he's arrived here. He was already contracted to arrive at Borussia Dortmund, and then he sees me show up and instantly loan him out. He must be fucking furious. So, sorry, Devin Wrench, but I've thrown a wrench in the plan of your career. So, enjoy Sevilla. I don't know. This guy they also brought in on a free. He's not as good, and he can only play advanced forward. Turns out, new gens, not many of them can play pressing forward, but we found a few that can. So, here's the tactic. What do you think? What are your initial thoughts? Are your initial thoughts, wow, that's good? Because they should be. Because it is. Right? Now, it's different, I'll give you that. What we have here is, I call it the Style Cramper. That's because I named it before I made it. So, hopefully that's good. It's very pressing, because we're in Germany, you know. When in Rome, we're not in Rome anymore. We were in Rome, but now we're in Germany, in Dortmund. When in Rome, when in Dortmund, right? Got it. When in Dortmund, you press. You press everything all the time. So this is very pressing. And we've got 3 centre-backs, 1 covering in the middle, 2 stoppers to actually step out either side, 1 ball midfielder on defend, who's just going to try and, like the stoppers, step out and just crunch into people. And 1 deep line playmaker on defend who will sit back and just with his positioning, just sort of sweep up a bit, I guess. But he's also defensive. So we've got 5 defensive players back there. But then, the defensive midfielder, playmaker, will step out and go forward with the ball when needs to be. Then we've got 2 wingers on either side. You will obviously notice Alphonso Davies over there. He is first choice, obviously. And then you've got the triangle of doom, as I like to call it. A playmaker, an attacking midfielder on attack, and a pressing forward on attack. Most of the danger is going to come here. You could see Alphonso Davies, Jose Antonio, and Romelu Lukaku are going to cause mischief this season. I can feel it in my fingers. I can feel it in my bones. Alphonso Davies, like Lukaku, got a 10 rating against those semi-professional mugs. I'm being quite rude to them. But we beat them 11-0, so I am allowed to be rude to them, apparently. That's my logic. Let's look through the team. In terms of goalkeepers, we've got 2 very good goalkeepers. We've got French World Cup winning goalkeeper. That's right, he's the lad who just won the World Cup. Ilan Melier, who is obviously the Leeds goalkeeper. They bought him for £36.5 million. He's had 2 very good seasons. When I arrived, he was transfer listed. I'm not sure why, so I immediately took him off the transfer list and said, "You're very good at goalkeeping. Why are they trying to sell you?" And he said, "Oh, because he's French." And that's apparently... It's not. I'm again being very rude. I'm just very excited. It's been a long day. My recording software wouldn't start for 6 hours today. I had to delete the program, uninstall it, delete all of the record that had been on my computer, restart my computer, and then reinstall it and reset up everything. To get here, to get to this point right now, I've had to go through that. So, feel sorry for me. Melier is our first goalkeeper. He's very good. Second choice goalkeeper is J.O.C. Daniel J.O.C. Jacobs O'Connor. It's an Australian wonder kid. I love this. I love how many Australian wonder kids we've seen. I didn't expect to see this many Australian wonder kids when we started up this save. But JOC will be rotating with Ivan Melier throughout the season and will be having a lovely old time because he's quite good. So, JOC, wonderful. Centre-backs. Now, obviously, we're not playing full-backs. We do have one lying around somewhere. This guy, Jürgen Schnitzer. He's also quite good. So maybe we should get him a loan move. We are trying to train him to play as winger on the right-hand side, but he's not managed it yet, so that's his own fault. We'll get there. Anyway, now we've got that one random right-back we've got lying around out the way. Centre-backs. We've got several good ones. Yes. In the likes of Steregu, who is a physical monster. Absolutely brilliant. And ball-playing defender. They all are. They're all ball-playing defenders. They brought him in from St. Gallen years ago. So, Steregu, he's very good. That was just weird. Good. Here Comes the Boom. We've already met Here Comes the Boom. Apparently I want to meet him again. And Zagadou, do. Goodbye, true. Zagadou, do. He's quite good as well, isn't he? Maybe there's a lot more chance for these players than there has been at any previous club, I think. But yes, Zagadou is very good as well. Other centre-backs, Malang Sarr is another one we've got here, who is currently injured, a fractured jaw. Maybe it was because he was the captain, and then I spent £37 million on Romelu Lukaku and gave Romelu Lukaku the captain's armband. And then Malang Sarr went and his jaw broke like that. So, sorry about that, Malang. He will miss the start of the season, but he is another option in there. Very good option. And then we've got, obviously, Miguel Angel Michel, who you've already met. He's very good. And we've got Kevin Bierman, who is another ball-playing defender. He will be, by the time I'm done with him. He's also very good. Another wonder kid, who has been in here in the Dortmunds since he was born. No, since he started playing football. He's been here, so that's good. Oh, is this guy? Who's this guy? Oh yeah, this is another ball-winning midfielder who's 17. He's very ambitious, which of course means that other teams have been making offers for him, and he's been moaning that I've not been accepting them because I've been asking for reasonable fees, and he doesn't like that. So you've met that guy. In terms of midfielders, you met Sousa, the ball-winning midfielder. Playmakers, Mangala is apparently a world-class midfielder who he'll be having to compete for his place because we've got another brilliant young centre mid in Eisendiler. Oh no, it's not this guy. This guy's quite good at ball winning. Sorry, this is another ball winner. So, another wonder kid. Here since birth? No, not since Augsburg decided that they didn't fancy him anymore. He's been here. Now he's been playing. Stop going to the transfers, okay? Brilliant. Jokanovic is the one who is going to be competing with Mangala. And you can see why. 21 years old, professional, a very good passer of the ball. Ignore these arrows. They just hate me for some reason. He was brought in for £10 million from Hamburger, who got him from a free from Paris Saint-Germain. So, maybe he was there when I was there? Or was he already on loan? Who knows? Either way, he's here now, and we're going to play him. Other players in that central midfield area. Tommy Doyle is just very well rounded, can play either role really, apart from his 10 marking, which doesn't make him a great candidate for the ball winning role, but he can play either role. He's also English. All of his English friends are gone. What a storied career. He's been everywhere. He's here now. We will use him sometimes. Great. Going forward, obviously, left hand side of the pitch is Alphonso Davies, who is brilliant, fast, and if we need to revert to a 4 at the back at any point, he's the man. So that's great. And you met Lucas Adler. He's the other one. Adler and Davies will be rotating and fighting for that left-hand side. Hopefully not really fighting, because, I mean, they'll probably scratch each other's eyes out. Right-hand side, we're starting with Gonzalo Guedes for now, because we did have somebody else starting out there. We've got Kaminsky as well, who can also play out there. Yeah, we've got a few players. None of them really like it that much, but they're going to have to get over themselves. There's also Kevin Bunt, who we're training to be a winger. He's 17. He looks very good. So, yep. We've also got Jens Bagel. I love it. I love Jens Bagel because his name is Bagel and we're in Germany, so it should be Jens Pretzel. But, never mind. Stop going back to the transfers. My goodness, this is a bit of a shit show. I'm very sorry if you're thinking the same thing. Oh, jeez. I think we... should we move forward? Should move forward into our attacking midfield positions. This is where we are stacked with quality. In terms of playmakers and attacking midfielders, we've obviously got Yusuf Demir, who is Austrian. You may have seen him again in that World Cup video last time out. He was a star for the Austrian team that got all the way to, was it the quarters or the semis? I don't know. It was a long editing process on that. Somebody has just decided that it's time to drill. Oh geez, it's not time to drill. So, if you can hear that, I do apologise. Also, we've got Gonçalves, who is another playmaker, who again, brilliant. We've got so many good players here. Other players, we've got youth prospects coming through. Szymak is an attacking midfielder who is 19-year-old and Polish. Very good. We've got Gary Richards, who may be the best English prospect in Germany. You work that one out for yourself. Either-footed, brilliant on the ball, playmaker, attacking midfielder, whatever you fancy, mate. It doesn't matter. Gary Richards can do it. Stop going back to the transfers. And Hamrouni, yes. He's very good. Another wonder kid. Very good on the ball. 20 years old. German. Can come into the first team in and out this year. And Sergio Gomez is injured. I mean, this is how stacked we are. Sergio Gomez would have probably been starting, but he's injured. So we've got so many options. But then we also do have Jose Antonio, who you might remember from a second ago, is outstanding. So he starts. And then up front, obviously, you've got Big Romelu Lukaku, Jody Longello on the bench. And then in terms of other options for strikers, we've got Dusan Vlahovic, who is also very good as a pressing forward. So we've got four, if you count Jose Antonio, 4 very capable pressing forwards for one position. Wow. So, I don't think I've missed anybody there at all, have I? I mentioned everybody. Maybe, did I mention Goshlicker? That's not how you say it. Maurice Goshlicker, who we're also training to be a professional forward. No, a pressing forward. And he should do it because he's a model citizen and 18 years old. So he is also very good and can play behind the striker as well. He can... we are stacked up in the forward areas, so just get ready for that. Wow, I've talked a lot. Do you think we've got time for a game? You do. Brilliant. Let's play a game. Freiburg is who we open our season against, away at Freiburg, and you'll get to see how this tactic works, and I'll get to remember how to play with this tactic, because yellow wall move. Yes, I haven't played Football Manager in about a week, which may not seem a long time, but oh my goodness, it is when you've not started the season yet. It's a very long time. So, wow. Oh my goodness. Just in case you're wondering, we have £15 million left of all of that money, and other teams keep coming in for our youngsters. Anyway, there's the DFP. Do you want to see the second round draw? Why not? All teams at once. We play Leipzig. Good. We need the cup, so if we could knock them out early, that'd be great. If we get knocked out early, then that'll be the second season in a row in a different country that we've been knocked out of the cup very quickly. So hopefully we don't. I'm just trying to get to the game now. I should have cut this bit out. In fact, I will now. Hello again. I'm now at the game. 40 scout reports came in that meantime, so don't worry about it. Let's go through the team that will be starting today. It's Melia, Zagadou, Here Comes the Boom, Stergiu, maybe, Mangala, Souza, Davies, Guedes, Yusuf Demir, Jose Antonio, and Big Romelu Lukaku. Let's get out there and see what we can do. I'm looking forward to this so much, especially since all the trials and tribulations that have happened to get us to this point, in terms of the recording software, the moving, my voice deciding that now it's time to go. Oh, jeez. There's probably some decent players on that other side, but we are the favourites. Let's make sure there's no reason we're not winning. That wasn't what I said. I'm pumping the fists and giving the faith, so that's why I'm distracted. What do you see being the side factor? 2 teams. Very similar tactical approach. Are they playing the same thing? I don't fucking think so. It's a fascinating... Yeah, Christian is one of the good guys of football. I've never met him at all. Well, now we've got that out of the way. Hang Hee-chan's pretty good. Watu, on that left-hand side, is a player we actually had in this save, very briefly. I say had. He was there when we were at Lyon, and we sent him on loan to another French side. So, had is a strong word, but, you know, he was there. He existed at the same time as us. As we're straight in on that ball, Yusuf Demir, Zagadou, Davies, ball forward to Jose Antonio, and now we can see that quality already as he just drives through the centre of this defence. Poor shot at the end of it. He is left-footed, so that's why. That'll be why. No other reason. Throw in for them again, but we've intercepted it. Well, we've not intercepted it very well. As it comes out to Lutke Frei, Jose Massa. If you thought my Italian pronunciations were bad, just wait until you get a bit of Germany. Sousa there steps in brilliantly like I want him to. And Demir, he's got the options ahead of him of Lukaku. And now Lukaku's on the ball. Here goes Lukaku. First goal of the season in the league. 8th overall. It's stupid. It's very, very silly. Romelu Lukaku is up and running. And you see Jose Antonio and Romelu Lukaku racing forward. Demir just had to pick one of them. In the end, he decided to get challenged and then get the ball back and then pick one of them. Romelu Lukaku was the one he picked. And Romelu Lukaku scores again. Throwing for us on this left-hand side. Alphonso Davies will be taking it. Throws it to Mangala. Not very well. As Macedo, they've got it back. And they are playing it through. This is where we may come a bit unstuck at some points in this season. Is when we give it away from throw-ins. What the fuck, Alphonso Davies? That was stupid. It's 1-1. It wasn't even coming. We've been opened up there because the centre-backs have not... The three of them didn't do the thing that they're supposed to do, where they're supposed to two-step and one sit, and it just didn't work very well. So, irritating. They didn't deserve it, and I'm very angry. And we've got a free kick, maybe? Let's have a look. Who's going to take it? It's Jose Antonio. He steps up. He bangs it from there. He sends the keeper to his arse, but the keeper does save it. Wonderful strike from Jose Antonio, who is... I'll just say it again. He's an insane player. As Sergio goes close with the corner header from the corner. Yes, we've had to rework our set pieces. Not much. They're still pretty much near post, but now we've got 3 centre-backs, Romelu Lukaku, Mangala, all in the box, which is, if you're a defender, sorry about that. But so far, it's half-time and it's 1-1. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased because I would like to see us win the first game. I don't care if we're away. Alphonso Davies is on a 6.4, but we do have Adler to come on if needs be. And I won't wait any longer to make that change. On comes Lucas Adler onto the left-hand side. Let's see if he can make a difference, or if we're just going to sit here and have no more highlights. As Jose Antonio, who I've just been picking up for about 20 minutes at this point, is on a 6.5. So, shut my own mouth sometimes. Let's go a bit more attacking and fire them up. Do you like that? Anybody? No. Nobody seems to be reacting. Mangala's on a 6.5. Alright, 75 minutes gone. Nothing is happening. It's irritating. It's time for a double change. What is that double change? Gonçalves for Jose Antonio and Jokanovic for Mangala. Can give the team talk for them. Ability, you have it. Go. Is this a highlight because of the change or because... Not because of the change. As Jose Antonio is running through on this left-hand side, if you score now or make an assist, I will not bring you off. Okay, you've fallen over and lost the ball, which is the opposite of what I was hoping you'd do. Zagadou, boom, Sousa, and Yusuf Demir into Lukaku. Do it, Lukaku. Oh, it's a great challenge. Corner kick, and here comes the changes now. Will we see the corner? No. But we will see this. There was very little time between that. I'll be very surprised if it got cut out. Oh, hopefully the sound's all right in here. I'm not very sure. Like I say, this is a temporary room. As Lucas Adler, straight onto the pitch, straight into the game. I mean, he's been on the pitch for 20 minutes now. Lucas Adler, can you do something from there, please? Get across in the box. Lukaku, it's blocked. It's cleared. All the way back. And that's the end of that highlight, is it? Great. Well, we're going attacking now. Apparently, none of those 2 last chances registered as shots. As they're now coming forward. Can we intercept? Can we tackle? Put in a challenge? Get the ball back? Yes, Yusuf Demir can intercept. Pedro Gonçalves is racing forward. He's got Romelu Lukaku to his right-hand side. He rides one challenge. He takes a shot, which hits another challenge. And there's a free kick instead. Because the advantage was no longer there. And Pedro Gonçalves will take that free kick after making the run. He takes the free kick. He hits the wall. Stop hitting players with the ball, Pedro. You're supposed to be putting it in the net. Take a deep breath. Yusuf Demir. Jokanovic out to Stergu, who heads it back in for Demir. Demir, can you find Romelu Lukaku? He goes for it, but the defenders are there in the way. He-Chan now trying to go the other way. And after all this talk, after all this money, are we going to draw 1-1 with Is it Freiburg? I've forgotten who we're playing. I care that little about our opposition. We've just come off the back of an 11-0 win. It is Freiburg, by the way. And we're going to draw 1-1 by the looks of it. There's a highlight. They do have the throw-in. So if they give away a throw to us, that'd be great because we gave them a free hit with our throw-in. And yes, they've given it away. Lucas Adler pressing works. Lukaku, finish it, mate. Well, then. There's still a chance. It's Stedegu to Demir. Here we go again. Stedegu up the line. There's Guedes. Can he get a ball into the box? Can he fight? He goes back to Jokanovic. Into Guedes. It's gone in! It's gone in! It's gone in! It's gone in! It's a good own goal! No idea what happened. Oh my goodness. We've snatched it at the last. Let's go back. We'll go back to positive as soon as we see this again. Guedes gets it on the right hand side. Gets it back to Jokanovic, who hits it in the box. And yes, it's an awful touch from Holz, who gives it away. 90th minute. We deserve it. We deserve it. And blow my own trumpet, but we deserve it. There's still time for one more. What is wrong with our throw-ins? I've got them set up to be less bad than this, or better. Most people say better. Jokanovic. Now, we're playing it nicely again. Adler, that's into Big Rom. Do it for this time, Romelu Lukaku. Exactly, Romelu Lukaku. That's what I want to see. 3-1. We left it late, but you see what happens now. You see the football that we play, the triangles, the yellow wall are ecstatic, by the way. So, Romelu Lukaku's second goal of the league season. My voice is going. I'm very tired. It's been a long few weeks. Are we going to get another one? Sousa's in on the act? No, he's not. He's not. Okay. Ball-winning midfielder, but very technical, remember? We do remember. It's been a long week or two since whenever, because of all the things that have happened. So this is lovely to see us winning. And there we go. We're off to a winning start in Germany. Lukaku with 2. An own goal helps us on our way. And the changes worked, it has to be said. The changes did work. I'm happy with the result and the way you played. Individual team talk for Lukaku to say your dominating performance was spectacular. I think I'll be saying that a lot. Jose Antonio and Alphonso Davies and Mangala. I'm not happy with your performances tonight. Jose Antonio is now aggressive. That's what I like to see. Remember, we had Andy Carroll and he always punched the shit out of the walls. Well, we may have a new candidate. Gee Willikers, I will meet you back next time for more Bundesliga football. Maybe the Bayern match, because, who's been winning the league year in, year out? Probably them. So let's go back for a Bayern Hanover double bill next time. Remember to like, remember to subscribe, and remember to leave your favourite minion memes in the chat if you have any favourite Facebook mum minion memes. See you next time.